Is there an asana or a posture that's helping me to focus during this time? Several. I've been clinging lately to chair pose a lot, just sort of grounding and feeling myself connected to the earth, stable, anxiety and worry in my head. It's a nice pose to just sort of ground and center me to the earth. Speaking of that, I've also just been meditating, sitting still and feeling the power within myself and allowing that power to generate the next move forward. It's like the potential in a seed, that potency, and then finally the seed begins to bloom into the way or the intention of what's inherent in the seed. And so I've been sitting still and just meditating for a lot, and also using chair pose as a way of grounding.
Namaste, yogis. My name is Hajek, and I had the distinct honor of teaching for Solstice Times Square just last year. And my go-to posture has been Virasana Hero's Pose. And when we take Virasana, we're looking to cultivate the qualities of a hero: courage and fearlessness. Now, the difference between a hero and empowered is that a hero takes action. And I believe that each and every one of us is being called to action right now. Coming out of quarantine, where we spent a lot of time in Svadhyaya self-study, really getting clear on and aligning ourselves with our highest values, so that we go from a place of self-care now to community care. Being instruments of compassion and shining examples of what it looks like to treat every living being with dignity and respect.
Hi, my name is Alex. I'm a yoga teacher here in the Bahamas, and I'm going to share with you a yoga asana that really has helped me through these challenging times. For me, in addition to my meditation and my pranayama, my breath work, child's pose has been and will always be my go-to pose when I'm feeling stressed, fatigue, anxiety, anything of the sort. I feel like in child's pose, not only is it such a grounding posture, but that connection of heart so close to the earth is ideal for a posture to help you bring that sense of relief and relaxation. And then also in child's pose, you know how your arms are stretched out forward? That's like a great place to feel that space with the sound of your breath, to really help you to appreciate and honor, each and every breath as you inhale, as you exhale, and in turn helping you release any stress, anxiety, which is exactly what we need in this time right now.
Hello, New York. Hello, world. Hello, Times Square, Solstice in Times Square. I'm Tracye Warfield, previous webcast host, announcer, and teacher at the Solstice in Times Square. One of the things I want to let you know is, as I was inside during our time inside here, my favorite pose, I don't know if it was a favorite pose or a favorite flow, which is what I do, has been Sun Salutation A and Sun Salutation B. These are the perfect flows to get you energized and to get you centered for the day. It is a part of my practice. It allows me to come back to the fundamentals. It allows me to show up and to not think so hard about life, but to flow with life as it comes. I miss you, New York, and I miss you, Times Square, and I can't wait to see you all hopefully next year at the Solstice in Times Square. Keep breathing, world. Stuff changes.
Om Shanti, everyone. My name is JOjo, and I tell all of my students, and I encourage them every day with this COVID-19, I say, you know what? Fear not, and fear not knowing. So I give them the perfect pose, Gurudhara Asana, eagle pose. You know what Gurudhara Asana does? It gives you strength, it gives you power. You just really think about that powerful bird, everyone. The eagle, the American bird. And then once we release, we all are in this together and we just fly away. We will get through this. Om Shanti, Namaste.
Hey, it's Paula from Reflections Yoga. I'm so happy to be a part of the Times Square Summer Solstice in any way that I can this year. It's such a strange time. The asana that really has been getting me through is full lotus. During this time, our community came together in a way that I never could have imagined. We decided to meet and do meditation every morning on Instagram. And it has changed us and strengthened us in a way that we weren't even before all of this happened. So that is definitely the asana that's made a change and effect in my life in a way I couldn't have predicted. It's certainly the silver lining. This little guy sitting in my lap had to make a cameo appearance because the last time I taught the summer solstice was 2014 and he was in my belly. Thank you so much. I hope everybody is staying safe and healthy. One love, one love. We hope to see you soon on the mat.
Hey, my fellow yogis. I was asked if there is a pose that helps me get through these difficult times. For me personally, it is any kind of inversion. When you get upside down, there is no other place that you can be in your head. You have to be in that present moment. You have to be rooted down into the mat, into the ground, into the earth. You have to breathe. You cannot be anywhere else in your head, but in that posture, in that moment. So yeah, I get upside down every day. It's my meditation, and it helps to bring me back to center, back to a state of calm. And it has definitely been my go-to pose during this time.
Happy Solstice from Western Colorado. My name is Sarah Bell, and I moved from New York a little less than 2 years ago. And I have found myself during this bonkers spring doing a lot of putting my legs up the wall. Often I have the bolster and a blanket underneath me, supporting my lower back ribs and the back of my pelvis so that my whole chest can open, which is an excellent counter to having my head in my phone a lot. Gotta read the news. And the best part about it is that I put this centerfold from the New York Times. It's a picture of Central Park. I put it up there so that when I've got my legs up, I'm looking at New York. I'm sending you good vibes. And wishing you all a way better summer than the spring. Be well.
My favorite go-to yoga pose during quarantine has been Shavasana, or corpse pose. And I usually think of this pose as a wintertime pose. In fact, in my classes at my studio in January, we devote the whole month to exploring Shavasana. And it kind of comes out of going more inward in the winter, like the winter solstice. But during these times, I have found that going inward has been a gift and really extra important during quarantine. So I've been beginning my morning practices with lying down in Shavasana just to kind of check in and get quiet and help regulate my nervous system. And I've been offering it to my students in a lot of my classes as a beginning pose as well as an ending pose. So if I have a recommendation for all of you to get a little bit more grounded with me or go inward, try lying down in Shavasana or corpse pose at least once a day.
Hello everyone, I'm McCreary. And the pose I've been spending a lot of time in during quarantine is Sukhasana. I do feel like it is a posture that has given me relief and real reprieve from the discomfort of the time. Take both legs straight forward. Take your left ankle underneath the right knee. Take the right shin directly in front of the left. Take your fingertips to your collarbones and gently widen across the collarbones. And keeping that width, gently release the arms about parallel to the ground to start with the palms up. And then see again if you can keep that width and just rotate the palms down to rest on your knees. Gently lengthen the back of the skull, the crown of the head, maybe the eyes closed. Allowing your attention to participate with the movement of your breathing. So you can hang out here for a little bit and gently crack your eyes open. Thank you.
Hi, my name's Rashmi, and my favorite pose these days, especially, is Jatara Parivartanasana, the lying abdominal twist. If I'm feeling anxious or even if I'm feeling down, this pose brings me back to my center. I just lie back, stretch my arms out to the sides, draw my knees into the chest, and exhale my legs over to one side. Focus on my breath. Inhale the legs back up. Exhale the legs to the other side. Focus on the breath. Come back up. And when I come back up, I feel realigned, rejuvenated, and resilient. So give it a try. Lying abdominal twist. Have a great summer solstice event. Namaste.
Hello, New York City. Hello, Times Square. My name is Juliana. I am the co-creator of Boho Beautiful, and today I wanted to share one yoga asana that has helped me cope with uncertainty and the troubling times that we've been experiencing in the last 4 months. For me personally, it has been the pigeon pose. The pigeon pose is such an incredible way not to only release hip tension, but also really dive deep into the piriformis muscle and release any sort of anxiety or mental tension that we hold within our body. And that's the thing, right? Anxiety, stress, it's all energy and motion, and this energy tends to store physically in our body. So when we get into postures like the pigeon pose and really go deep into this hip releasing variation, we feel the stress and anxiety lifting out of our bodies. And it is one of the most beautiful and cleansing ways we can spend our time on the mat. Sending you all love and light. Thank you.